Alright, so we're going to do the remake on this red fox we just caught. We had a little slight malfunction with my camera, so basically both bobcats and both coyotes that I've caught, I did the remake on a separate SD card because the SD card that I'm using to film was filled up and I accidentally deleted all my remakes. So I did some configurating, and I got me another bigger SD card to where I can hold all the storage on one. So this is going to be the first remake that I get to show you guys. But all I did here, I put a little bit of hole. I put a little bitty hole right there. It wasn't like a big blowout hole. It was actually like a mouse get up kind of. But I had a bunch of different varieties right here. I had trap shit supplies, red fox urine in the backing. I used I think it was Dunlap's Rage in the dirt hole, and then I took the Down South Trappers Dixie Pearls XXX and kind of just plummeted it around here, and we got what we were actually after. I was hoping I could get a bobcat, a coyote, and a red fox up here. I'd really like to get a gray fox. I've never caught one, but you know, it's just, I ain't complaining at all, especially my first time catching something on a drag. I thought that was pretty awesome. And like you said, he didn't go 5 feet away from where the drag set, right here behind the backing. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take this chain and throw it around the backing like we had it. And I'm gonna take this trap. I'm actually gonna have to knock some of it out here. Just try to get the bed back a little bit. But see, these are cool because like all the other ones I showed you with the anchors, they make a big catch circle and it tears it all up, which isn't bad. I mean, like I said, I caught that coyote the other day on a bobcat remake, and you know, so it's not a bad thing. I just wanted to try it with the drags, and I definitely think I'm gonna get some more of them. Actually, I know I'm gonna get some more of them, but you know, it was cool. Like I said, I don't have to make it blend back in. It still looks natural. All I'm gonna do is pop this trap back in there, and then, you know, just basically go right back to letting it hunt, you know. And I'm gonna set it in there just like that, because like I said, that's the cool thing. I didn't have to build another trap bed. It's already still there, so that trap is solid right there. He probably flew off with my wax paper, which is fine. We'll just put some more in there. I think this trap's been sitting here. I put this trap out on the first day that I was trapping over here, so it's been sitting here for 12 days, I think. I done lost count of what check day it is, but yeah, I mean, that just goes to show you, if you leave them alone and you feel confident in what you're doing, I mean, you're gonna catch. It might take days. It might be an overnight catch. It might be 2 weeks before you catch something. But as long as you trust what you're doing and have confidence in it and don't fool with it after you set it, you're gonna be fine. And oh yeah, so we had a malfunction earlier. I make my own wax dirt, like I said, and I had one of my last bags. I've actually used, I think, like 7 bags of wax dirt up here. Like I said, I've got 3 dozen traps, but so I had one of my last bags of wax dirt on the four-wheeler, and it fell off, busted a hole in it, and I lost the entire bag in a creek. So now I don't have the wax dirt to throw it on here, but it's still what we got left in the bed right here, so that's no problem. And it's about 64 degrees right now in December, so it's not going to freeze. I got enough time to, you know, let it hunt for a while before I got to worry about it freezing in the bed. I'm just going to take my hand and pat around it so they don't go from hard dirt to soft dirt. For some reason, that seems to throw them off. I figured that out when I was using peat moss and stuff. They'd come over off of just regular ground, and as soon as they step on the edge of that peat moss, if it wasn't packed, nothing liked it. Nothing fooled with those traps. So I learned another thing about just making sure that your trap bed's got to be solid, your trap can't be wobbling, and you know, just kind of pat around it before you're done, just to make it a little more solid. Blend this, try to blend this back in. Make it look as natural as possible. And I actually used, I think it's coyote scat, but I used it for fox and it worked. It's just a little bit eye appeal. That was actually fresh when I put it over here. Now it's all dried out, but you know, not complaining at all when you get something in your traps. I love, it's like Christmas every morning. Like I said, it's just, I'm obsessed with it. Absolutely obsessed with it. And I'm learning every time I come out here. There's never a day where I didn't learn something new, or just something that I never picked up before. It just clicks like a switch, just cuts on. So I'm actually just gonna leave that like that. That's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna take my hammer right here, and all I'm gonna do is just drive that chain in where it's around the bed. A little covered up, you know, nothing seeing it, blended in. And all I did was just let the chain come out the back of the bedding, and then just threw it back up in that tall grass, and didn't seem to bother them much. All I'm gonna do is take that drag right there and just throw it right back up in there, and that's it. I mean, that's all you got to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more Dunlap's Rage down in there. I mean, I don't need to put any urine or gland out or anything. I mean, the whole place right here smells like fox piss. So I am going to put a little bit more Rage in there just because it's been sitting for, I think, about 12 days. But that's the remakes that I'm doing. Let's go check the rest of the line.